Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. I am here this evening to deliver some startling information. This discovery should have been made public more than 10 years ago. But as with all things of this nature, news of this kind comes through unending years of trials and personal encounter. This news will be devastating to some, and for that I apologize. Others will find a lifelong burden of low self-esteem and insecurities to immediately be lifted, and dreams, once thought unachievable, will suddenly be within your grasp. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. The perfect husband. The perfect husband is off the market. Yes, ladies, I know this is devastating, especially for those of you who thought you had landed him. But no, I have spent the last 10 arduous years hypothesizing, analyzing, nagging, and confirming that in fact I have the perfect husband. To prove to you that what I say is true, I'm going to share something with you that I have never shared before. You see, since coming to Toastmasters, I have learned how to scientifically assess the attributes of my spouse. Thanks in part to the Toastmasters Effective Evaluation Manual. The straightforward objectives were relatively easy enough to acquire. I simply chose 3 attributes that most women look for in a man, and I went from there. First, the perfect husband should make his wife feel like the most beautiful woman on the face of the earth. Second, he should be a loving and devoted father. And third, the perfect husband should be humble. Now, obviously he was allowed more than the standard 5 to 7 minutes, and there was no grammarian present because we're married and that would have been awkward. I will admit, though, that the first criteria it's a bit biased. After all, my husband has a lot to work with. However, shortly after we were married, as we were laying in each other's arms one morning, staring into each other's eyes, his fingertips caressing every curve of my face, up my cheek, across my forehead, when he lovingly whispered, "Have you ever used that oil of Olay cream for wrinkles?" As he was recovering from his coma, it dawned on me that he only asked because he truly wants me to be the most beautiful woman in the world. Now, a year or so later, as we're at the hospital, I'm bringing forth his firstborn child. He's holding my hand. He's rooting me on. He is being my rock and my support through every contraction. And that blessed moment arrives. That moment that had him so overwhelmed and filled with joy and love that he passed out cold. And a year and a half later, same thing, different hospital, bringing forth his second child. He's holding my hand. He's rooting me on. He knows what to expect this time. And when that blessed moment arrived, passed out cold on the floor again. So, 2 years later for our third and final child. Me being the loving and devoted wife that I am, I wanted to ensure that my beloved husband was able to embrace every moment of that blessed event. So when the time came that my husband usually decorated the floor, I had him in a headlock. It was the only child that he actually stayed conscious and cut the cord. Now, as for the third and final critique, it's probably best stated through my husband's favorite song. And this is a song that I'm sure many of you may be familiar with. And the chorus says it best. Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, because I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. Well, I must be a heck of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. But wait, there's more. What other criteria qualifies my spouse as the perfect husband? Let's just say karma has seen fit to grace me with the bonus package. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I married the man with the social grace, tact, and finesse of a brick wall. I married the man who, oxymoron despising grammarians, fear. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I married the military intelligence analyst. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I have proven that I, in fact, have the perfect husband. However, all of this searching has driven home some words that were lovingly spoken to me on the day that I vowed till death do us part. These words warmly gifted to me by my newly acquired mother-in-law. Words that still, redundantly, ring true in my marriage to this very day. No returns, no exchanges. Ladies and gentlemen, I am stuck with the perfect husband till death do us part.